What's going on, everyone? Today is a top 10 video, and as Avengers Infinity War is very close now, we're in April, was what, a couple of weeks away. So I thought, what better way to look forward to this new Marvel movie by looking back at my top 10 Marvel movies up till now. Cue intro. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my new video, top 10 video. As I said, I'm in a slightly different location. I've got a little desk area now under the stairs where I do my editing, so I thought I'd try it. See, the lighting, I'm not sure about the lighting, but maybe I can fix it in post. Yeah, so we're going to do a little top 10 video. We're looking at the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, none of the other Marvel movies that came before, or the Fox-owned, or the Spider-Mans from Sony, any of those. They've got to be Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. I did a top 10 a year or so ago. I can't remember exactly when. I'll splice it in here. I've already done a top 10, and since then a lot more movies have come out from Marvel with the build up to Infinity War. So I thought, let's look back at what my top 10 is now and then compare it to my top 10 then. So I haven't even looked at my top 10 video from before, so I can't even remember exactly what it was. So I'll do this, then I'll have a look and check, and we'll compare how it's changed. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so in at number 10, I'm wearing the t-shirt from the movie, and it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
The fate of the universe lies on your shoulders.
So I was super hyped going into this movie, and from the trailers I thought it looked amazing. It was good, it was really good. I'm not knocking it, anything in this top 10 is going to be really good, but it just didn't live up to the first film for me. It really didn't. I enjoyed most of what happened, I didn't like some of what happened, mainly Yondu. I loved Yondu. Yeah, it was a good movie. It makes its way to number 10. Okay, in at number 9 is Civil War.
This job, we try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes that doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
Okay, so a lot of people, it's one of the newer movies, yeah, a couple of years now. A lot of people probably like this one because of the amount of characters that are in it. It's the first introduction of Black Panther, first introduction of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland. It's a good movie. I think in my last top 10 it was a bit higher than, it was higher than that, way higher than that. But for me, it's not so much a Civil War, but a hyped up playground fight in a car park, well, in an airport. But it's not a Civil War. It's nothing on the scale that the comic book was on. Yeah, it's a good movie. It was great to see Black Panther and Spider-Man introduced. Yeah, it's good, but you know, for me, it's not in the top 5. No way. Okay, in at number 8 is Thor. Why can't I say that?
Who are you?
Yeah, Thor. The first Thor movie. Really enjoyed that. I always enjoyed the Thor character. I was always obsessed with Norse mythology as a kid. And so when they introduced Thor into the cinematic universe, I thought, yes, this is going to be great. I like the superhero version of Thor. I like Thor Norse mythology. And this movie didn't disappoint. Up till that point, I think we'd had Iron Man, the Hulk, Incredible Hulk, which wasn't made by Marvel, but has been sort of introduced to Phase 1. We'd had that. And we'd had, I believe, Iron Man 2. Then we had Thor. I think that's the order it went. I might be wrong. I loved it. I thought it was great. You know, Loki was great. That big destroyer thing, I liked that. It was pretty cool. I just liked it. I liked the story of it. I really enjoyed it. And Anthony Hopkins as Odin, great as well. Yeah, to me as well, when you go back to some of these first Marvel movies, it still stands up for me. So that's why it's my number 8. Okay, in at number 7 is Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
So, Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Great movie, loved it. Didn't know a massive amount about Doctor Strange, in all honesty, before this movie. I've read comics, he's been in comics I've read, but he's just never been a character that I've really known much about. Yeah, really enjoyed the movie again. I liked pretty much most of what happened in it. I really thought Benedict Cumberbatch's performance was really good as well. And it was good to see a bit of mysticism and magic being brought into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, yeah, very intrigued to see where his character goes, if there'll be another movie for him, how he'll be in Avengers Infinity War. I've got a feeling he's going to have a big part to play in it. So, yeah, Doctor Strange, number 7. Okay, in at number 6, Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Most of the intelligence community doesn't believe he exists. The ones that do call him the Winter Soldier. He's a ghost.
Love this movie. Again, I think this was higher up in my original top 10, but other movies have come out. But the Winter Soldier's always been one of my favourite characters from Marvel. I was really intrigued to see how he was going to be portrayed. He was, you know, in that movie, he was very mysterious. I really liked that feeling of that movie. It was all more sort of espionage, and it felt like almost Marvel's version of a Jason Bourne movie, as such. Lots of espionage and all that sort of stuff, government stuff. I thought it was quite good. I liked it. The whole twist with Hydra was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed all of it. To be honest with you, I really enjoyed that movie. I feel like the Winter Soldier's character now. I think Bucky's character he wasn't so good in Civil War. But I'm hoping he'll come back in this new movie, because I see, you know, he's in the trailers. So yeah, I'm hoping we're gonna have him back. He's gonna be a good character again. But yeah, Captain America: Winter Soldier, number 6. Okay, in at number 5 is AntMan.
Imagine a soldier the size of an insect.
I had my apprehensions about AntMan when it came out. Didn't see how they were going to make a movie about this character that really wasn't very well known, particularly other than outside of sort of comic book nerd circles. I didn't know how his powers were going to translate into a movie, how they could make a movie just about him. I could see him in a movie with the Avengers, but I didn't know how a movie just with him was going to translate. And for me, it's not so much a superhero movie, but more a heist movie, it's brilliant. Paul Rudd plays AntMan so well. Michael Douglas is really good as Hank Pym. I actually do like the way they went with Hank Pym as the original Ant-Man, but we didn't really, the movie wasn't about him. It was more about, you know, him teaching, and yeah, I liked it. I really did enjoy that movie. Again, it was higher up in my original top 10, I'm pretty sure, but for me now, looking back, definitely number 5 for me. Okay, in at number 4, just missing out on the podium, is Avengers Assemble.
You here with a mission, sir? Trying to get me back in the world?
Trying to save it.
So, when Avengers Assemble came out, it blew my mind. I mean, I remember feeling close to weeping in the cinema. It's pathetic. It was the best superhero movie we'd ever had at that point when it came out. And to see that all those characters in one team, and the Hulk's fantastic in that film, it was good. So good. It was so good at the time. So good. And yeah, for me, it's, you know, it's not number 1 now, but it was at the time the best superhero movie we'd ever seen. It was much better than any sort of X-Men sort of attempt by Fox to have a team of heroes. Yeah, it was really good. The story was good. It introduced us to Thanos, and sort of like all the scenes we'd had at the end of the previous Phase 1 movies leading up to this one was yeah, it was really pulled off and handled really well by Joss Whedon. So yeah, number 4 for me. Okay, in at number 3 is the most recent Marvel movie at this point, and that is Black Panther.
I have seen gods fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
Hold up.
Again, Black Panther, not a character I've known a massive amount about. It, you know, I've had him. He's been in a few comics I'd read with the Avengers and those sorts of characters, but he was never one that I'd go out and buy a Black Panther comic, and I wasn't really massively into Black Panther. I was really surprised by this film. You know, the trailers, the initial trailers I saw looked good. They really looked quite good. And I thought it did look like it was going to be good, but I was really shocked by this film. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I heard people saying this was like the new Dark Knight. It's not the new Dark Knight. Although I don't hold the Dark Knight on a pedestal like some people do. It wasn't on that sort of level, but it was a great movie. I loved Eric Killmonger as the villain. I thought he was so good. You know, I liked the Black Panther character. I liked all the characters. I liked Black Panther's sister. Is it Shuri? I can't remember. I liked her character. I thought she was really good. I just enjoyed it, and the soundtrack was really good. It's not even my sort of music normally, like hip-hop type music. I sound so old saying that. Yeah, that's not my sort of music normally, but I really enjoyed that film. And so, yeah, it's made its way up to number 3 for me. Just got the bronze medal. Okay, in at number 2 is my old number 1. And that is Guardians of the Galaxy.
I come from Earth, a planet of outlaws. My name is Peter Quill. There's one other name you might know me by. Star-Lord.
Who?
Well, Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Guys, forget it.
So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy was my number 1 in my last top 10. I know that for sure. I've loved that movie since the moment I saw it. I think I went to the cinema 4 times to see that film. Yeah, 4 times. And oh, I love it so much. I still love it so much. Like, I can sit and put it on at any point, at any time, and love it. You know, I sit there with Ryden and watch it now. It's about the 50th time I've ever watched it, probably. And I still enjoy it as much as I did the first time. Love the film, love the music. That's what really did it for me, I think. Just love it. I love all the characters. I love Star-Lord. I think Chris Pratt as Star-Lord is phenomenal. So one of the best characters portrayed in a superhero film ever. It's Marvel's answer to Star Wars. I love it. I love the universe that it's set in the, you know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe out in the galaxy. I love it, and far superior to the second film. And yeah, just fantastic, fantastic movie. But unfortunately just slips to number 2 now for me. Okay, so number 1. So you might be asking yourself, if Guardians of the Galaxy was number 1 before, what's number 1 now? What haven't I mentioned? There's lots of films out there. Just have a little think to yourself now, what other Marvel movies haven't I mentioned just yet? Thor Ragnarok, that's the one. Thor Ragnarok.
So much has happened since I last saw you. I lost my hammer, like yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh. And then I went on a journey of self-discovery, where I met you.
So again, one of the newest films, the newest one before Black Panther. It's come out in November last year. Blew my mind. It's so good. Like, I watched it again the other day. I've got the Blu-ray here. Look, it's out. I mean, I watched it the other day. I love this. I love this cover. It's brilliant. I love it. Phenomenal. So good. Like, it blew my mind how good it was. I went to see it twice. The first time I took Ryden, and he just kept jumping and running around, so I couldn't really watch it as much as I'd want to. But I just remember going into it, the sound, the music, the soundtrack, the sort of 80s synthwave music that's in it is so good. Jeff Goldblum's in it. Oh, Jeff Goldblum. I love to go, oh, Jeff Goldblum. Sounded a bit, yeah. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum, his character's so weird. The Grandmaster, so such a weird character. Yeah, Loki's back in it again. I found Loki in Thor the Dark World to just be in it because he was so good in Avengers. And people, they just put Loki in again for the sake of putting Loki in. And Thor the Dark World is not the... It's crap. Crap's harsh. It's the worst Marvel movie for me, in all honesty. I'd probably put Iron Man 2 over that, or Iron Man 3 over that. I don't like any of them. Yeah, I felt Loki was put into Thor the Dark World just for the sake of it. He was put into this one, and I was worried it was going to turn into the Loki show, and it didn't. He was in it, and he was used well. There was a lot of humour in this film, a lot more humour than we'd seen in any other Marvel movie, other than Guardians of the Galaxy, really. I was, again, apprehensive about the amount of humour that was in it. But I think it worked. I just loved it from start to finish. My favourite bit was when Thor's flying from that dragon, and it was like all sunset, and and that synth music was playing. I knew from that moment right at the beginning it was going to be a good movie. Surtur was quite a cool character. Hela was a good villain. Doctor Strange popped up in it. The Hulk, was it a Hulk? I love the Hulk. It's my favourite Marvel hero. There he is. Look at that statue. Love this thing. Yeah, the Hulk's in it. So good. They sort of took elements of the Planet Hulk comic book graphic novel and put a little bit of that in there, and I liked it. I really loved it. Liked it. I really loved it. And so it's definitely shot itself straight in there at my #1 for Marvel Cinematic Movies now. Yeah. I know what else I can say about it. It's just so good. It's brilliant. It's my favourite Marvel Cinematic movie. It's probably my favourite... It is my favourite superhero movie. Because nothing else really comes close. So, yeah. Absolutely phenomenal. Thor Ragnarok, my #1. And... from the trailer for Infinity War, it looks like we sort of follow on from where that left off. So yeah, super hyped to see the new Avengers Infinity War movie. Although this month, for me at work, is really hectic. I'm really hoping that I can find the time. I will find the time to get there and watch it. So there's my top 10, guys. And there are notable movies that some of you might be thinking, why have you not put that in? So... movies that are notably missing from my top 10 that some of you might deem should be on there. Spider-Man Homecoming. So although Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I think, is the best representation of Spider-Man we've had in a movie, I thought the movie was a bit boring. In all honesty, I thought it was just a bit boring. The Vulture character was good. I liked him. I liked Michael Keaton. I liked Tom Holland. I just found it boring. I'm sorry. I just did. Avengers Age of Ultron, again, I just find so many things wrong with that film. I never at any point think the world's really at threat. Ultron was done well. You know, they introduced the Vision. I love the Vision, but there's just something missing. Didn't live up to Avengers Assemble. Iron Man being the original one, a lot of people love Iron Man. I like Iron Man. It probably just misses out. It's probably number 11 for me. I don't really know. I haven't thought about it that much, but yeah, Iron Man misses out. Yeah, you know, this film's missing. I do like The Incredible Hulk as well, so that's missing. Yeah. But that's my top 10. I'm standing by it. So yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like. I know you can't do it twice, so just the one thumbs up would be amazing. If you want to leave a comment, please do leave a comment in the comment section below to let me know what your top 10 is. If you want to give me the whole top 10. If not, let me know the top 5 or just your favourite Marvel movie. Let me know. How hyped are you about Avengers Infinity War? And if you haven't already, guys, please consider subscribing to my channel for more movie content, more top 10s. Do lots of retro nostalgia stuff. Lots of nerdy stuff. Funko Pops, I'm addicted to those things. And lots of retro video games and stuff like that. All kinds of stuff. It was nerdy content. So just check out my channel I mean, you're checking it out now. Check out my other videos, and if you enjoy, please subscribe. That'd be great. And yeah, so yeah, thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll probably catch up with you when I've seen Infinity War with a review. Catch you later.